So Dr. Umar Johnson, if I tuned in Aguntade, I know a lot of y'all love saying that name and y'all love seeing Dr. Umar come on and scam y'all continuously. I mean, it never gets old. So Dr. Umar got a new scam, okay? It's a book that you can buy, but it's by buying it, you being, you being scammed, all right? It's a children's book called Snow White and the Seven Coons. Check this. I'm not making, I can't make this stuff up, y'all. I can't make this stuff up. Snow White and the Seven Coons, y'all. Check this out.
I'm working on a new book. It's called Snow White and the Seven Coons. I'm working on my first children's book. It's called Snow White and the Seven Coons, brothers and sisters. Who gonna buy the new book? You gotta is teaching your kids about coonology and the global African diaspora. It's called Snow White and the Seven Coons. Yes.
But what's the book about? I mean, go deeper, Dr. Umar. What's it really about?
Yes. Dr. Umar's children's book. Dr. Umar's children's book. I need an illustrator. Do we have any black?
So basically, the book never going to get me. Once he starts saying he need help, you know he never gonna get me. He's like the school. I need HVAC. Does anybody know how to do HVAC? Listen, I need somebody to know how to put towels in. Does anybody? I need somebody to know how to put towels in. I need you to put towels in, or call somebody if you know somebody who knows how to put towels in. I need somebody to know how to do plumbing, or I need you to call somebody that knows how to do plumbing. That's what this guy was saying. I'm not making this up, y'all. Now he say he needs somebody to be an illustrator. I should call that the one. I'm an illustrator, okay? I'm a videographer and I'm also an artist, okay? I made a more than one comic book, okay, years ago. So I have a comic book actually called Titano in the Philadelphia Free Library. Don't believe me, go check it out. Titano, okay? It's in the Philadelphia Free Library, all right? And it's online, all right? So I could be an illustrator for this book, but I'm not going to do that. But let's just continue.
Children's book illustrators. If you are a black children's book illustrator, please text me. You can be male, female, but you cannot be a bunny hopper. If you are a bunny hopper or a puppy walker.
What's it gonna be like? Can you draw? Can you draw my brother or my sister? Yes, Dr. Umar, I can draw. I'm a very good artist. I've been drawing since I was a child. Okay, good. But let me ask you this question. Is your girlfriend white? Dr. Umar, my girlfriend's like, no, you cannot work on this book, Dr. Umar. You know what? You know what the book is called? Isn't it called Snow White and the Seven Coons? Yes, it's called Snow White and the Seven Coons. And I think I'm gonna make an eighth. I'm making eighth with your face on it. I think we're gonna create a special character just for you, because you wanna go playing in the snow, my brother. And you know, I'm not even gonna call you my brother, because you know what? I'm gonna have to open up this book right here. What book is that, Dr. Umar? Oh, you should know what this book is. It's the Book of Negroes. It's the Book of Negroes, my melanin challenge friend. That's what it is, the Book of Negroes. It's time to write. How you spell your name again? Winston, W-I-N-S-T-O. You know, I already know. W-I-N-S-T-O. The Book of Negroes. That's where your name is gonna go.
You cannot illustrate my children's books for me. I need some. I'm serious, y'all. Snow White and the Seven Coons. Oh yes, brothers and sisters. Oh yes.
That's a new thing that he do now. Or maybe it's not new. He be like, oh yes. Oh, he get really excited. I saw one day he was buying food. Or buying food. I got on my videos. He was like, is this vegetarian, brothers and sisters? Oh yes. Oh, he reminded me of like a WB character, cartoon character. He be saying it. But you know what? Now let's go, y'all. I want to look at some reviews of some of that. You know, these videos just come to me, y'all. I'm telling you, these videos just come to me. I had no plan on making that. This Sunday night, I had no plan on making that more video, y'all. But you know what? It's almost as if it's like the video. I'm telling you, the videos just come to. I'm not even exaggerating this, y'all. So let's look at some of. I know that I made a book years ago. All right, it wasn't a children's book. But I know the new children's book, Snow White and the Seven Coons, will definitely touch the youth. It changed the world. But let's look at some of his old books, okay, to see how they were reviewed. All right, I'll be right back. But to you, in like just 1 second. So this is Dr. Umar's book. Maybe his first book. As you can see here, it's on Amazon. It says Psycho-Academic Holocaust. All right, the special education and ADHD wars against black boys. Okay. Umar Johnson, doctor of clinical psychology and certified school psychologist. All right. Now, not surprisingly, okay, a lot of these reviews are good. The reason this is because if a person would actually buy a book that Dr. Umar made, of course they're going to like it because you're buying a book that Dr. Umar made, okay? But let's look here and First, you're going to notice that a lot of these reviews, is this a review right here? Oh, let me scroll down. I'm sorry. A lot of these reviews are not that new. Okay, a lot of these people didn't know that he was a scammer back then. This is 2015, 2018, 2015. So let's go look at this one right, the one right here. Okay, educational warfare. In this patriot, this is hard behind word, patriarchal, okay, dominated society, there is a strategic attack against the development of the black male. This attack begins in earnest when black males enter school. The special education designation is a prime weapon of choice. The author, Dr. Umar Johnson, is in it. I ain't reading all of that. Okay. Hold up, yo, my fault. Let's look at this other review that came, what year is this? 2018. Also, that's not a hard word to say, but that's a word I never say. I guess it's patriarchal. That's a word I rarely ever say. I don't want to say something that's hard and then put in some of mine that is hard when it really isn't, okay? But let's move on to the next one, okay? Here from Calvin. Been looking for this book for a very long time. This is 2018. Part of the reason that I could not get it was because some places were offering this book for an arm and a leg. I ordered from the bookseller Positive Vibes. Then they even left a positive note as well. Much appreciated. You will enjoy the book if this is the subject you're invested in. See what I mean? It's essentially, if you're believing that he's who he says he is, you're gonna like his book. That's not a surprise. But let's read these reviews. Maybe we'll find something in these reviews here. I've never read none of this stuff before. This is my first time. This is a book for every African library. I honestly purchased this book to find fault as it relates the title. To my surprise, I discovered that everything he mentioned in this book is manifesting itself into this present moment. We are, or maybe it's that you're reading the book and it's putting something in your mind, okay, and because it's telling you this, telling you to focus on something, you're focusing on it and seeing it more, okay. Though I'm not, that's not, but though I'm not going to sit there and say that Dr. Umar doesn't have any knowledge. He definitely does have knowledge, okay. Dr. Umar knows what he's talking about when he's talking about certain things that he does have knowledge about. I'll say that, okay. He's not lying. Dr. Umar's not lying when he talks about how there's a plan against black people and black boys. That's not a lie. Do I personally believe that Dr. Umar is a government plan, and that everything he's, in my opinion, this may seem far-fetched, but in my opinion, I don't talk about this a lot, but in the way I'm about to say it, but I believe that everything that Dr. Umar does for the seemingly good of black people is actually the opposite. All right, I believe that he's more of a plan than we realize. But anyway, this person seems to be pleased with the book. I discovered everything he mentioned in this book is manifesting itself into this present moment. We are improperly diagnosed with faulty psychological disorders that are speculative in nature. Moreover, we are used as a prison, the pipeline. We're used as a prison, the pipeline. Okay, and it starts in the school system. Johnson reveals a lot in this book, all Africans should be aware of. Be warned, you may become angry. Hopefully, your anger will turn into action. I guess he's trying to make you do action. I guess I don't know, but yeah, y'all. Anyway, that doesn't sound too great in my opinion, or too hopeful that he would say it'll make you be angry, because he then says, hopefully your anger will turn into action. But it would have been better to see there if you say it will make you angry, but Dr. Umar offers practical solutions, and we don't see that. But let's look at the next review, okay? I love Dr. Johnson's Ifatunde contributions 2019, okay? So this is when he just purchased a school, okay? I love Dr. Umar Johnson's Ifatunde contribution to the betterment of black people. I'm sure I will enjoy okay, so this person didn't read the book yet. Next one. Fast delivery. And a great book to have. It helped me a lot with my son who was facing some of the things addressed in this book. As a single mother of 4 black boys, this book was a major help to me. Thanks, Dr. Umar. I wish that they explain how it actually helped them, okay? But let's continue. I bought this book for my sister after my nephew and I went to see a lecture of Dr. Umar in Queens last month. She was grateful to receive the book. It came a couple of days before it said it would, okay? Let's try to read a few more, y'all. Excellent reading, very informative, a must read for any parent before they make a decision on whether to subject their child to special education testing. And finally, every you know what? Let me stop here, y'all. Let me stop here. The reason why is because what that person said made me think of something. Okay, look how they say here. They must read for any parent before they make a decision on whether to subject their child to special education testing. All right. A lot of people focus on Dr. Umar and him trying to open up a scam school, which is true. He's trying to he's not trying to open up a school in one. It's a scam. He's trying to open up another scam, but he's not trying to open up a school. Okay. But a lot of times we forget, especially in this modern age, and there are a lot of people that are just becoming familiar with Dr. Umar. They forget that his main shtick was that he was and he is a certified school psychologist. All right, and he pushes but unlike other ones, he pushes that a lot of the placement for special ed for black boys is incorrect. All right, now that makes me sound good, and I've said this before in this channel. I had a family member that went to special ed. All right, and it changed their life in a positive way. They were failing horribly. Okay, horribly. True story. They were failing horribly, and they went to special ed, and the classes were much smaller. When it comes to the kids that were in the class was much smaller, and that person went from getting like F's and D's to A's. True story. All right, I saw it with my own eyes. Okay, so to say that a person could be put in special ed it's not always a bad thing. All right. Dr. Umar also spoke about before, and he used to speak about it more, how sometimes they try to put kids on these different drugs, Ritalin and so on and so forth. Okay, and he was trying to prescribe these things to your children. And it's been a known thing for years. Okay, not just with Dr. Umar, but with many white people. Okay, people of every race, saying that a lot of these diagnoses of people, whether young or old, just are not right. There was even a situation, if I'm not mistaken, it comes to my memory right now, of if I'm not mistaken, okay, a judge years ago, if I'm not mistaken, remember this story. He was actually prescribing all kind of, if I'm not mistaken, it was a judge who I believe he was sending white kids, okay, to this place, to this school or somewhere he didn't need to go. It was like a special ed school or something like that, and it was like a pay for play type thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Let me know in the comments. And it was like they were like giving. I think they had these kids doped up on all these kind of drugs. It was all kinds of stuff going on, and the judge ended up getting caught. That story came out. That story it's like years ago, but I'm just saying this. That was white kids, okay. So it's not always black people. I'm not saying that Umar is lying completely when he talks about these things happening to black people. I'm just saying that, from what I've seen of him speaking about these things, I feel like I feel like Dr. Umar, I would say, Dr. Umar is the kind of person, he really gives the full picture, okay? He really gives, like, to be knowledgeable and to truly teach us. And I'm a teacher myself when it comes to things regarding the Word of God and things like that, okay, and education. And also, I've done some education when it comes to helping the youth when it comes to making, story writing, storytelling, I should say, and also art, okay? But with all of those things, like I can say, is that when you're teaching somebody something, you want someone to become well-rounded, and for a person to become well-rounded, you have to teach them things from every angle, north, south, east, and west. Dr. Umar does not do that, in my opinion. He teaches things from he teaches things from an angry point of view many times, and he doesn't show you the other angles. Okay, you can tell that because Dr. Umar is extremely racist. People that are racist are always saying this one point of view. All right. Because they're racist. That's literally what racism really is. Okay, I'm not talking about. Of course, some people say, "Oh, racist means that you love your race." I'm not talking about that racist. I'm talking about a person that hates other races. That racist. Okay, so I'm just saying, when it says here, whether to subject their child to special education testing. All right, this is what I mean when I say I feel like everything Dr. Umar does actually is to hurt the black community, even though it seems like it's to be good, because it could actually be young black men like the person that I know in my family who actually could benefit from special education testing. But Dr. Umar is saying, don't do that. Don't do that. They just need to come to Dr. Umar. They just need, tough love. And sometimes that's not the case. Or that's not the case. I'm not saying that Dr. Umar is saying everyone must come to me and that's it. And that's just part of the hustle. But what I'm saying is that I've heard him speak before at lectures, and he does not give a well-rounded view of these things. Really, where you see Dr. Umar coming out and giving testimonials of people who special ed has helped, or really where you see him bring people up, if ever, and ever say that they've been helped by special ed. Even me right now, your boy brother Winston talking to you, though I was not taking a special ed, I was actually taken out of my school when I was in elementary school and forced to go to this place in Philadelphia called Elwyn to teach me how to speak, okay? Because when I was younger, my speech, number one, I was born with a speech impediment, number one, all right? So that when I hear when it comes to how my voice sounds and how you hear my voice, there's two completely different voices, okay? That's something going on with my body. Is just designed and a problem that I have in my body, okay? But also, so I was taken out of my class when I was young and taken to like a special school myself, okay? And it helped me. And today I'm a public speaker, but back then, you know, it was hard for me to talk. I'll just say that. Even to this day, I still have issues because of the speed of my thoughts in my head goes 100 miles per hour, and I have to slow down when I'm talking, which is very, very irritating when I'm doing that, especially online. When I'm speaking online, I have to really slow down what I'm saying. Sometimes I still speak fast, but sometimes I notice that I may try to say what I just said over again. All right, but all of that help came from me going to this place called Elwyn. All right, they helped me to learn how to talk, and I tried to fight with the teachers, and I was like, I don't want to go there. Y'all wrong, but they showed me. I remember when this happened to me. A teacher said you're gonna leave class at this time, like a few days a week, and go to this Elwyn thing, and I was like, I don't want to go. I feel like I was being singled out, and the teacher said, I said there's nothing wrong with me, okay, and just like Dr. Umar may say, there's nothing wrong with me, blah blah blah, ain't nothing wrong with him, okay, but something was wrong, okay. And teacher said, okay, if nothing's wrong, the teacher told me, they said, say the word chicken. That's literally what my teacher said. She said, say the word chicken. And this is a white lady, okay? She said, say the word chicken. And I said, sicken. That's because I couldn't say ch. I couldn't say the ch sound, okay? I never could say the ch sound my entire life. It's up to this point. And she said, see what I mean? She said, you're supposed to say chicken. She said, but you can't pronounce that. So when she said that, I was like, okay. I still didn't want to go, but I could see what she had a point though. Okay. But every time I went to Elwyn, I will say this, that I felt that I learned. I had a good time going every time I went there. Okay. I usually didn't want to go, but when I would go there, when I would appear in the building, I liked it. Okay. And I did learn. They did teach me how to speak more. Then later on, in public school, I had a public speaking class. All right. So I'm just saying to say that these things can be helpful. All right. Me personally, I am with Umar when this is around say this, but I am with Umar when it comes to giving and prescribing drugs to the youth. That's something I feel like should be avoided at all costs unless it's absolutely necessary. And a lot of schools do try to force that upon the youth. Okay, but even with that, you may say, "Well, I thought you said everything Umar does is wrong." Okay, I'm not saying everything he does is wrong, but I do believe that at the end of the day, everything that he comes with somehow it ends up being bad. Okay, when it comes to his overall agenda. All right, that's why I believe for sure he's a government plan. Because, like I always say, when you bring a lie, you have to bring some truth. You can't just bring all lies. People won't believe just all lies. All right. But what he brings is obvious truth. It's like saying you shouldn't stab your foot with a knife. That could hurt you. Like, okay, you're right, but I already knew that. It's not hard to understand that I shouldn't stab my foot with a knife. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, so yeah, that's basically the video. I don't want the video to be too long. He got a new book, Snow White and the Seven Coons. Don't check it out, in my opinion. You can do what you want to do. All right. Will that book come out? Probably not. Probably not. Hopefully you learn something from this video. Hopefully you learn something from this video. And like that Umar always says, one more time, hopefully you learn something from this video. Hit the like button. Share it. God bless. Peace.